Once the water has crossed the intake screen, gravity takes the lead. Mira falls with the same water parcel through the vertical shaft, carrying the memory of the lake above. The shaft is not empty space. Its walls guide the flow, its depth changes speed, and every bend turns height into motion. At the bottom, the falling stream spreads into a lower chamber. Some of its energy becomes a rolling current, some becomes turbulence, and some is quieted by the chamber's shape. From there, a controlled opening releases the water into a sloping conduit. The path is less vertical, but the same force remains. Mira travels down the landscape. As a ridge divides the watershed, a hollow gathers the flow, and a tributary joins the route. Gravity follows the shape of the land, while the watershed decides where the water can arrive.
Gravity provides the direction, but people decide when the route opens. A gate moves a short distance, the available passage changes, and the water responds. The gate does not create the watershed or cancel gravity. It changes the passage and the timing of delivery. Before treatment, a first physical barrier meets the source. A coarse screen holds back branches, leaves, and larger debris, while water passes through its openings. This is protection for the next step, not a promise that raw water is safe to drink. As material gathers, the screen offers more resistance. The surface shifts, the passage becomes less generous, and an operator must watch the difference. When a cleaning rake lifts the load, a clearer path returns. Downstream, a stabilized channel and a sensor turn motion into evidence. Level, flow, and changing source conditions are observed together. A single reading cannot describe an entire watershed.
The camera climbs back above the intake. Roads, fields, wetlands, tributaries, and settlements all occupy the land that drains toward this point. Source water protection begins before the pipe, by understanding the watershed and the potential sources that can change its water. Far upstream, rain raises a small branch first, then the larger channel. A small watershed can react quickly. A broad one may take longer to gather and release its water. Gravity never pauses, but the watershed changes the time it takes to arrive. Back at the intake, the gate and screen work together with observation. The water is still source water, carrying the conditions of the watershed. The next responsibility is not to hide that history, but to pass the flow into a treatment train chosen for this source and its risks. Mira follows the descending water into a closed conduit.
The raw
Gravity
water
has supplied the route,
passes the
but the walls
coarse
now surround the flow.
screen.
A new question
Now
begins.
it enters
How does pressure
source
act in the
water
dark?
conveyance.
The answer belongs to the next episode. The fall continues.